Do you know the only distinction Dan Quinn has is he is the only coach that was on the sideline for two of the worst Super Bowl collapses in the history of this league. He was on the sideline for both of them, okay? No. Run from Dan Quinn like the plague. If you think Mike McCarthy can't have got clock management issues, oh, Dan Quinn, I can break it down for you, brother. And how can Julio Jones make the catch of the century to change the fortunes of a moribund franchise, and you let the boy genius sit up there and run the ball when all you had to do is take a knee, kick a field goal, Super Bowl champion, and boy genius in San Francisco did it to himself again in his own Super Bowl, trying to be smarter than everybody in the room, and lost that one, but they will win this weekend.
Wow. What an O. Henry-like twist to the end of that screed. Hold on a second.
We'll be back.
1 second now. Now, just so I'm aware, the second collapse that you're referring to, you're talking about Seattle losing to the Patriots when he was on the Seahawks staff?
Yeah. He's the only coach that was there when they didn't get a ball to Marshawn. He was standing over there. Yeah, he was there.
Well, I mean, that definitely wasn't his call, but you make an interesting point, and I appreciate you calling sideline, Mike. Thanks for.
Hey, man, run from Dan Quinn. Run from him.
He makes an interesting point, by the way.
Very interesting.
Well, and what that is that anybody who gets fired from a head coaching job and then goes somewhere else and does a tremendous job coordinating suddenly becomes the hot head coaching candidate because they have experience. Hey, he was at a Super Bowl. You know, you are kind of forgetting the circumstances of what happened in that Super Bowl.
I'm not forgetting them.
But it's tough to get to a Super Bowl, an incredibly difficult way to get to a Super Bowl. Okay? So it is a cherry-picked narrative that Dan Quinn is the hot coaching candidate. You forget about the fact that he got fired at a spot. No, I'm not just that, though. He got fired at a spot where the owner doesn't like to do that sort of thing that much. You know, it just felt like they couldn't stick with him anymore. That they could not stick with him anymore. And that he was available for Dallas to take, and he did an incredible job coordinating. And you got to sit there, and when you do this sort of thing, you got to sit here and say, okay, which one is he? Is he the guy that is a terrific coordinator but can't be a head coach? Is he a guy that just showed you, okay, that he still does know how to coach and motivate people, and we're just going to roll the dice
Jason
that
Renfro.
we would rather go with a guy here that's been there and done that before than with somebody else who's never done it before? And the greatest coach of all time is somebody who did it in his second opportunity. Right?
Bill Belichick.
Right?
Facts.
The second opportunity for Belichick is the one that's getting him to the Hall of Fame. Already. So you have to make all these decisions. And it is interesting that you kind of just forget about whatever Dan Quinn went through in Atlanta, and now he's the head coaching candidate because he used to be a head coach, and he made a Super Bowl. Well, Google what happened in that Super Bowl, right? And then it's amazing how things change like that. It really is remarkable how things change like that.
Yep. He's kind of went up, went
But
down.
Cowboys
Now
are
he's
definitely going
back
to
up.
miss him as defensive coordinator. That's for sure. And if I'm Dallas, I have to sit here and think, man, do I just bounce the current HC, make this guy who's the hottest candidate elsewhere? I'll just take him as the hottest candidate right here.
Yeah.
And apologize to the McCarthy family and say, here's a golden parachute package.
Yep.
That ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love what
That is
Dan
not
Quinn's
happening.
done for our defense, but he's 43 and 42 as a head coach, so it's not like you're getting this
With a Super
coach
Bowl
that's got this incredible record.
No,
Yes.
but what you're getting somebody who's been there and done it and has just shown you that he can motivate men of a certain age with a scheme, but he also doesn't have to decide about anything else on the team. He's just
But the
focused on
defense,
one
yeah.
side of the ball, and now you're saying, well, come back and do absolutely everything again and get somebody, an offensive coordinator like what you're doing with Shanahan back in the day. Go get that guy. And, like if you're Denver, come on in.
Jason Renfro.
Bring that here. The defensive side of the ball that Vic Fangio coached up like crazy. You can do the same thing. Good. Check that, Mark. And then hire an offensive coordinator to coordinate an offense that's a quarterback away from doing this whole thing, and we'll get you the quarterback. His name is fill in the blank.
Aaron
Trying to
Rodgers.
get that quarterback. For
They
a
sure
while.
have. And I guess we'll just figure out if you have a problem coaching in the big game again. But guess what? We're in the big game, which we haven't been since Super Bowl 50.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, who's still not over not being in the playoffs. He's been drinking himself into a stupor, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report, as well as cooking with Jobu, because I got back on keto today. I need to lose some weight off of my fat. No, I don't have a fat behind. I got an old man butt, which means it goes straight down. I got a fat belly. I got to get rid of my fat belly, as my wife would say. Anyway, we're working on that. So, how you guys doing today? Oh, got to do a mic check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mic sound nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
What's up, Mike? Mike.
Whoa. This is the first time this year.
What is?
On Monday.
Yeah, man. Well,
First one on
well,
Monday.
yeah. Well, we don't have Monday Night Football. There's no. You know what? We actually only have 19 days, 21 hours, and 20 minutes left to the NFL season, man. That's it. The season is gone. But I tell you what's not gone is Roland's Review. What's up, Roland? Lola's in here. Tammy's in here. Tammy, actually, you know what, Tammy? I actually messed up because you wanted the membership link, not the membership website. I'm going to repost that in a minute just for you, Tammy. I'm not that bright. We got, Gina C. I see Gina. Or should I say, damn, Gina. Damn.
That's right.
I know we
In
got
the
a whole
house.
bunch of other ones because it was literally all the ladies in the place, and I was just like, wow, we've got more of the lovely ladies than anybody else. Did I get Lola? I got Miss Hot Sauce. How you doing? Mary Lon Washington. What's up, Mary Lon? I thought I saw a new one here too. A new lady. Who did I see? Who did I see? I got Tammy. I got Gina. I got Roland. I got Mary Lon. I got Lola. Angelica Barone. What's up, Angelica? I could have sworn. There's Joanne Gonzalez. What's up, JoJo? Cherish me. We are cherishing you. What's up, Cherish? How you doing? I don't remember seeing you before, but welcome to the channel. I hope I got everybody, but if I missed any of the lovely ladies, please leave a message. Say hey, how you doing? Oh, Casey. What's up? Casey, hey. Okay. Did I get them all? Okay. How y'all feeling tonight? How you feeling again? You feeling good? No. Why? Why aren't you feeling good? What's up?
Remember last night that game?
What? Okay, the games didn't really matter.
No,
Cowboys weren't in them, so who gives a rat's
It
ass?
does matter because it made me sick to watch the ending. Not that the Buffalo lost, but the end of the fourth quarter. What a good line would do. Both teams scored 25 points in the last 2 minutes of the game. And they both had good lines.
Well, but Cowboy fans will say, because our quarterback is garbage, we can't do what Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen did.
But look how much time they had in the pocket.
Oh, but see, that doesn't count, though. See, now you're being rational.
Because remember when we had a good line and Dak Prescott all the time in the pocket?
Yeah.
He wasn't overthrowing guys. And guys were catching the ball because they had time for the plays to develop. It's just made me sick to see somebody else with a good line, what a good line could do for a quarterback.
Well, on the flip side, here's the tale of two cities. He has a great point because when you saw Pat Mahomes there with 13 seconds, this is where Buffalo special teams screwed up. Remember? Do you remember what I said before he kicked off? I said, I hope they squid kick it. Didn't I say that?
They did say that. They did.
And they didn't. They kicked it in the end zone. Oh, it's 13
regular.
seconds. We got no. You stupid. You stupid. You should have squid
Tyson
kicked
Hill
it.
is a good. He's a good running back, and he can catch the ball. Unlike Zeke.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah.
Tyreek Hill. No.
Yeah. Did I get you, Marylon? What's up, Marylon? Okay. But on the flip side, people look and say, well, Tom Brady looks old. Well, yeah, he is old. He is old.
He's old for a football player.
His line could not protect him because, see, they got pressure in the middle with Aaron Donald, and then the outside ends were keeping him, he does not like to get hit. And that destroyed them. And Aaron frickin' Rodgers, of course, same thing. He couldn't handle the pressure. But this is what's funny to me. I'm sorry. Some of you mother-humping Cowboy fans, you can call me whatever. You can say, because I know what's going to happen, some of you guys are going to get butt hurt, and you're going to say, he ain't a real Cowboy fan because he ain't from Dallas anyway. He's just here for the money. Him and Law and Voch Lombardi, don't watch them because they're just there for the money. They're not real Cowboy fans.
You've been a Cowboy fan since you were in diapers.
Oh, my God. You know what? I've been a Cowboy fan since birth, okay? Some of the look, this clock right here, which still works, mind you. Still works. My dad, look, you hear that? You hear it ticking?
Oh, Robert.
You hear it ticking? This is an A.M. FM radio. We used to listen to games on that. Robert, shout out to Robert. Question, you think Aaron Rodgers needs to change up the insurance from State Farm? Mayhem happened, wasn't covered. Oh, anyways, always enjoy the content. Oh, man. Appreciate that, but that was a good one, man. I you know what? That discount double check looked like he was discounted on the offensive line there. That was a good one. But here's what's so funny to me. So funny to me. And like I said, some of y'all going to say, you're a clown, okay? You're a clown. You don't know shit. You're not an insider like Ian Rappaport or Adam Schefter and things. You don't know anything. You're just there because you want their money. And so to my response is,
Take the money out, all of it.
okay, because that's basically what he's trying to say. But here's what's so funny to me. Okay. Aaron Rodgers at home, because they're like, oh, we want to play in the frozen tundra, make them come here and everything else. Home field advantage. Number 1 seed, rested for a week. They said that they were already preparing for San Francisco before the game was even over with the Cowboys. They were so confident that San Francisco was going to win, they were already studying and game planning for San Francisco before we even played them. That's a fact. And here it is. They're rested. They're at home. They're in their elements. You got a team from going back to Cali. San Francisco, they ain't used to the freezing weather. It gets chilly. It ain't getting like that in San Francisco. What?
I forgot.
What? What'd you forget?
Could it be the California Super Bowl?
It could be. And,
I was like,
yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Oh, they're trying to make that a home Super Bowl. That's what they're trying to do for SoFi. But hold up.
Interesting.
And so Aaron Rodgers doesn't get a touchdown pass. They only put up 10 points with a 13-3 season. Mind you, this is 3 years in a row with 13-3 seasons. And if you say that Dak Prescott choked last week when they were a third going against a 5, then what is a number 1 on a bye week against a 5? But here's where it's funny. Cowboy fans, we should get Aaron Rodgers. What the fuck are you on?
First off,
Look.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
First off, why would Aaron Rodgers come to a team with Mike McCarthy to begin with? He does not want to be around. He is not like Mike McCarthy.
Right. But here's where this stuff is so funny, because I don't know if it's people just that they always think the grass is greener on the other side or what. But they'll make comments and statements that have nothing based in facts or reality. So last night when I did my fireside chat and stuff, and I was talking about the offensive line, I said the difference of Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen being able to have time to throw and survey the field and not have somebody in their face. That Pat Mahomes, that their team only got one penalty. You think about us getting 14. I know the haters will say, "Oh man, just stop. The referees didn't have nothing to do with it. You shouldn't put it in." No, if you got one penalty versus 14, there's a hell of a difference. Dave, what's up? But what?
One of those referees that was in the game last week for us was one of the same guys that was there when we played on Thanksgiving.
There you go.
So I mean,
there you go.
Go figure.
So I said we have to, and I've said this for a while. I've been talking about this all season long because I said I think Terrence Steele should have stayed at right tackle and not had Lyle Collins come. Maybe Lyle Collins should have gone back to guard and replaced Connor Williams. That would have been a better set. And then maybe you had a better chance with Tyler Badish. And then the whole thing with Tyron Smith in and out. I've been saying that the offensive line's been a problem. When you can't run the football and your quarterback is getting sacked 5 times in the game, there's a problem. Oh, but Josh Allen, he got sacked 9 times. Yeah, but Ryan Tannehill coughed the ball up 3 times. He got help. But anyway, be that as it may. I'm getting vocal. I got to remember, I have to keep my blood pressure down because it's high. That's why we started a food channel, because I'm going to lose some weight and stuff on there. That's going to be anybody else who's in the same boat as me. You got high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You want to do keto. We're going to be doing stuff over there daily. But anyway.
Work in the off season.
It always happens. I'm a fat ass at the end of the season. I lose weight, and then I put it back on in football season. It just is the way it is. Jessica, what's up? So they said, well, if we stop paying all that money to Dak Prescott, we can fix the offensive line. And I say, do you know that Dak Prescott's hit was only $17 million? No, it wasn't. He got paid $70 million. We paid him $70. I said, dude, on paper, on that cap number, you understand that? That's the amount of money you can spend on paper. It doesn't matter what they actually get. It's what has to be accounted, because it's kind of like taxes. There's certain things that you can deduct. You can deduct the mortgage interest on your house. If you have your own business and you use part of your house, you can deduct that. So that's a deduction. So it's actually money that you get, but it's not counted in the eyes of the IRS. Well, think of the salary cap as the IRS. So that signing bonus is a tax deduction. That guaranteed money, that's a tax deduction. It reduces your taxable income, or should I say your cap number, okay? So forget about the $70 million, because that's a signing bonus and guaranteed money and everything else. What it counted for was $17 million. You know, that's less money than what Amari Cooper made. That's less money than what DeMarcus Lawrence made last year on the cap, right? In fact, it was 11th in the NFL in compensation for quarterbacks. So that's where people comment and swear they know what the hell they're talking about, and they don't know anything.
David Wiley.
Yeah, but he's going to be paid $40 million. I said, yeah, but you know, next year it's $32 million. And here's the thing. The Cowboys have non-guaranteed years at the end, which they can use like a piggy bank. See, they can go through next year, and they can convert some of that guaranteed money, that salary into guaranteed money, and get more cap relief if they have something they want. So this whole thing that Dak is overpaid is ridiculous. But no. We just need to get Aaron Rodgers. So it's like, wait a minute. Hold up. If you go get Aaron Rodgers, his cap number next year is $46 million. Dak is 32. Aaron Rodgers is 46. And we know how easily Aaron Rodgers gets unhappy. Do you think that if you brought Aaron Rodgers, who won't work with Mike McCarthy, let's put it out there. This is the first thing you have to get. We'll just get rid of Mike McCarthy. Okay. All right. Fine. Get rid of Mike McCarthy and find somebody that Aaron Rodgers gets along with. Okay. I don't know who that is. I really don't know who that is, unless he's the coach. Just go ahead. Okay. Here's how you can save some money. Don't have a head coach. Bring Aaron Rodgers here and make him the head coach as well as the quarterback. You can double up that way. Okay, that way Aaron Rodgers might actually be happy. And while you're doing it, tell him he's the GM too, because he wants to bring in who he wants to bring in.
Well,
So we can actually, well, no, I don't know that Jerry's going to do that. But hold up here.
the Green Bay doesn't have an owner.
So you're still bringing him in here. Now you're saying we're going to spend $18 million for him. He's going to want a new contract. Now you got less money to deal with getting offensive linemen. So how does that work? And when you really look at it, Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to be throwing shade at Tony Romo, but you could almost say that Aaron Rodgers, with the exception of that Super Bowl year, was Tony Romo, where he got a lot of yardage, a lot of passes, a lot of MVPs during the regular season. James, I can read what you're saying, James. I can't actually hear you because I can only see comments. But since that Super Bowl season where they had a great defense and Clay Matthews, who was, like the Incredible Hulk, Adonis with the hair and everything, what has Aaron Rodgers really done in the playoffs? 3 years in a row, number one seed, 13-3, great weapons, great running attack. Aaron Jones and
Made it to the championship round 2 years straight.
yeah, but he lost. But you're number one seed. You're the number one seed, and you lost one and done. You're sitting on the couch with us Cowboys.
Well, this year, yes.
So why is it we think, if we just get him, we're good?
You have to have a line to go with that. Tom
Because
Brady wouldn't survive with our line.
I can understand if your premise was, like they always say, that a franchise quarterback doesn't need people. Well, evidently, then Aaron Rodgers isn't a franchise quarterback because he needs something to go along with it to get back to the Super Bowl because he ain't there. Am I missing something? And then you got this whole thing, well, I'm going to take some time off and decide. And at best, how many more years do you think he's going to play? You think he's on the Tom Brady retirement plan where he's going to play till he's 44 or 45? I don't think so.
So Tom Brady's thinking about playing the 50, but I don't think he's going to make it that far, the 50.
So I'm just kind of like, why are you talking about him? But okay, I get it. I get it, but there's no way, no how I would ever touch Aaron Rodgers. Ain't no way. No way. Because Long Beach, what's
Long Beach.
Long Beach, shut up. What does Aaron Rodgers have besides Devontae Adams? And Devontae Adams. But Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams, I mean, he's had great weapons offensively, but somehow he's not getting there? I mean, the way, it was almost like when I was listening to some of these talk shows and stuff, you would have thought that he was with the Lions. He ain't got nobody. And now he's taking but no, he's got great personnel.
Matthew Stafford goes somewhere else.
So I got people that say, bring him in here. That's a 1-2 year possibility. He's not sure he's coming back next year to begin with. So you're gonna go through, get him, sign him to a new contract, and he says, you know what? I don't like the coach. I don't like the GM. You didn't bring in the people I wanted. He's going to be out in California and not being there for OTAs and stuff. He's going to be doing what the fuck he wants to do. You want to bring that in here. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's exactly what I hear. So he threw for less yards than Dak did 2 days ago. Threw for less yards than Dak and didn't have a touchdown pass, and you say that's the answer. I don't see where, but he's had 4 MVPs. He was a Super Bowl champion. You know what? You know what Janet Jackson said? What have you done for me lately? I just don't see it. Now, let's go to something else here. Mike, you have something to add on that, on Aaron frickin' Rodgers? I just loved how, you know what it reminded me of watching his press conference? after him going to Chicago and I own you with this discount double check and all that. So I own you, and everything else. You know, his whole thing that I'm immunized and all that stuff and all that, right? His press conference reminded me of, ladies, I don't mean to insult. Please don't, because I'm about to screw up. But it seemed like he was playing the sympathy card. My heart is so broken. I need some time to figure. Oh, you can't ask me a question like that. It's too soon. I don't know. It's so emotional, and I was just like, "You whiny little bitch." I'm sorry. You are up here. You are up here when things are good. Yeah, I own your ass. And now I can't answer that. I got to take some time. And man, look, you know what I should say? Listen, hey man, we lost. I'm a big part of it. I have to do better than what I did. I did not get in the end zone. We scored 10 points. We sucked. I got to do better along with everybody else in the team. That's what I want to hear, because that's what my quarterback said right there. But, my quarterback, he got labeled, oh, he's a choker. He's a choker. What?
No, he got labeled something else,
okay,
too.
Ladies, ladies, let me apologize. I do not mean to offend, but you understand, when you got that, you got that one girlfriend who's always playing that sympathy thing. Oh, no matter what happens, it can be something this big, and it's like, oh, it's the worst thing in the world. And it's like, it ain't that serious, Melvin. Seriously, it ain't that serious. They're playing for the sympathy, and that's what I felt like I was watching with Aaron Rodgers. Oh, woe is me. I'm so hurt. I mean, and you guys want that here? You want that here? No, man, ain't no way. Okay. Dan Quinn did his interview with the Giants today. Giants have already named one person that they're bringing back for another interview. He's supposedly a finalist for Denver with 2 other guys. Okay? Kellen Moore's not a finalist so far. I haven't heard. Mark Menken hit the – Lola. Aaron Rodgers did. Yeah, your point taken. That's it. Aaron Rodgers he was definitely emotional. You're 100% right. So forgive me. Like I said, I didn't mean to offend anybody, because I say things. Sometimes my wife will look at me like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. And it's like, what are you talking about? Okay, I'm old. Okay, we come from a different world. Okay. We come from a different world. We used to say sticks and stones may break our bones, but names will never hurt me. That's the way we came from. Now, apparently, names will hurt. They will hurt you. But anyway, more than likely, Dan Quinn will get a job someplace. And listening to Rich Eisen actually kind of makes you think, because you look at Dan Quinn as a coordinator. Is he Wade Phillips and Norv Turner? Incredible as a coordinator. They know the ins and outs. They know how to relate to the players on a one-on-one level. But you have to understand, being a head coach is not the same thing. Ooh, Gina Thorne says, we are grown-ass women. We like grown-ass women. Look, Mike over there, oh, God, my dad.
No, I'm just...
Did you have a flashback to when I first started doing YouTube?
Broke my heart.
Who did?
About Kellen Moore.
Oh,
I want that fool gone.
Ain't nobody hiring Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore's not getting a head coach.
Are we firing him or are we keeping him?
And see,
has your source say anything about Kellen Moore?
He's a Dak favorite. Dak loves Kellen Moore.
Dak need to get off that train, because Kellen Moore is not helping Dak Prescott.
But he's still young. He can get better. He can take. Well, listen. He can take.
We don't have time. For that.
You know what he can do? He can do like Des Bryant said, pick up the phone and call Tony Romo. Call Tony Romo, because he's the expert out there. He can help him with the play calling. Just like, Des said that Dak should call Tony Romo. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Somebody said this in a comment here. I think it was one of the lovely ladies. They said, Dak took over for Tony Romo. Tony Romo might still be feeling some kind of way that he lost his job to him. So why would he turn around and help Dak get better? Which is a valid point.
Yeah, Gina C said that.
Was that Gina C?
Yeah,
Gina, see? Shout out.
I'm just saying.
Tammy! Shout out to Tammy. Tammy now a channel member. Woo! Shout out to you. Appreciate it, Tammy. Tammy, I know you're going to be there on the 2nd, next Wednesday night, for our first ladies only and me and my wife Zoom call where we be talking about whatever you ladies want to talk about. And if it's going to get like, some crazy stuff, warn me so I can leave the air. Okay, I don't know what the topic is going to be, but it's whatever you ladies want. I just don't know if I should be part of all the conversations. But, I do the best I can. I'll do the best I can. I love weed. What's up? Best stream online of all the sexy and beautiful ladies. Look. Hey, I love weed. Are you high tonight? Are you high tonight?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Okay. So I don't think Kellen Moore's getting a head coaching job. Because like I said, I'm hearing teams are beginning to say, okay, we've made our first cut, and I ain't heard Kellen Moore's talk
I want him
anymore. Okay, well, he ain't gone. Unless, here is the multi-year rumor. I have a few little birdies. You know that? I have a few little birdies that sometimes whisper things in my ears.
Yeah, you have people.
Okay? There's a few, just from time to time, I catch wind of something besides my farts. Okay? So I do, I'm an old fart, so sometimes I catch wind of those along with everybody else. But from time to time, I catch wind on things. We know how Jerry Jones was after the Mike McCarthy press conference, right?
I don't blame him.
And I swear Mike McCarthy did himself damage at the press conference.
I wasn't impressed with what he said either.
Well, Eric, hold on, wait a minute. Will Lack Prescott get a ring before I'm a senior citizen? I'm in my 30s now. Really, dude?
Oh, Dak Prescott's younger than you.
Eric Early. Eric Early.
Dak Prescott's younger than me.
You know what? Let me explain something to you, bro.
Hey, Jerry Jones believes he can get a Super Bowl.
I'm the only one here that can get the smart-ass comments, okay? So you know what you get, buddy? You are a winner chicken dinner tonight. Because you get to sit your ass down for 3 minutes, okay? All right. See, I get Lack Prescott. Really? We get enough of that shit from everybody else. We really get enough of that shit from other people else. Shout out to Jason Renfro.
Take the money out.
Jason Renfro.
Okay. He know I'm talking about him.
That's 2 different people, though.
Oh my God.
Somebody new on the channel.
Okay. All right.
I think that's how I pronounce his last name.
I know I don't know how to pronounce shit. Okay.
It's not Renfro, though.
Okay. Jason R. How about that? Jason R. Okay. Jerry Jones saw that press conference and heard the same thing that I heard. The team was nervous and probably said, what the fuck? He heard him say, the play caller is the guy who installs the offense.
Oh, don't forget about the penalties.
Which is Kellen Moore. And Jerry Jones probably looked at, what?
Don't forget about
the penalties. The penalties. that I know Dak haters are like, oh, penalties don't matter. They don't matter. It doesn't matter if you end up getting a 32-yard completion and a first down, and it gets called back, and now it's 1st and 20 instead of being 50 yards down the field. That doesn't matter in Dak haters' minds. I know. But I know one thing. I know Pat Mahomes.
Wilson.
I know Pat Mahomes only had to deal with one penalty all night. And I saw just before the half, Aaron Rodgers, plain as day, his offensive lineman, his guard, bear hugging a defensive lineman that we know would have been called on the Cowboys. And instead of it being first down on the 22-yard line, it would have been 1st and 15 from the 5. Their own 5. That penalty alone right there was worth 70 yards. 70 yards that didn't go against them. But we get those, it doesn't matter. Oh, that doesn't matter. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. And when you're pointing the finger at Dak, and I'm not going to say that Dak is perfect. I'm not going to say that. But he's at least doing his share. When you have the quarterback getting more yards than your running backs each have, then you got a problem. You got a problem. Now back to Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy saying, well, we're going to work on the penalties in the offseason. We were having problems with penalties from game 1 against Tampa Bay. And there were how many games? 17? So you had that 16 weeks in a row plus the playoffs that you saw it as a problem. Like Connor Williams had like 12 penalties. What, you're going to wait till the offseason to try and fix this shit? So if you're Jerry Jones, you're looking at this and saying, what the hell did I get myself into with this guy? And literally said, if there were better options in any position or any place, I would go get them. But Bill Belichick's are not available. But what if he could make somebody available and he's got his mind set on it? Because, see, it doesn't make sense. Hold it. It doesn't make sense to just go ahead and say, let's just go get the latest hot candidate. We've seen so many of those hot candidates crash and burn. And maybe he loves what Dan Quinn does, but he doesn't think that Dan Quinn, just like Rich Eisen was saying, that as a head coach, they went down the toilet after that Super Bowl, and the way they lost it, and the way the team went down the toilet and they weren't able to rebuild, that literally Arthur Blank is not one to make changes real quickly. For Arthur Blank to say you got to go, that speaks volumes. But what if it's somebody that Jerry Jones has his eyes set on? And we know Jerry Jones, when he wants something, he's not going to settle for anything else. And it is, in fact, Sean Payton. Now, Sean Payton has worn out his welcome before in New Orleans, where New Orleans has been kind of like, we're not sure if we really want you back or not. And he's been there long enough that sometimes you need change for change's sake. Yeah, the question is, because I think, they say he's under contract, but, if somebody offered me enough money, I'd sell you Michael. Gina, how much money you got, Gina? I'll sell you. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. I ain't selling my son. Philly 500, I would. I'd sell Philly, but, what's 2 nickels going to do for me? Yeah, but everything has its price. So if you believe that Sean Payton is the guy, and Jerry Jones may believe it, because Jerry Jones may be looking at life differently because, he's in his late 70s. And he's thinking, I get to do better than this, and I don't have time to wait. John Gruden was bought from the Raiders for 2 number 1s. Would it surprise anybody if Jerry said, well, a number 1 pick is the 24th?
No. We need help on that line.
I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there.
Are you willing to give up?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. If you look at it and say Mike McCarthy, clock management and lack of preparation for games cost me games with the guys I have right now. If you say that if the guys weren't nervous in the playoff game, if I have a coach that can breed confidence, isn't that more important than that number 1 pick, which is 24? Typically, 24 is not necessarily a game changer. Because you could go out there and say, you know what, I'll restructure Dak Prescott's contract and I'll get the best left tackle that's out there as a free agent. You can do that. If you believe that Sean Payton is that much of an upgrade. Because, again, those draft picks are designed to get you players and things that you need to be successful. How is that different in coaching? Because we know Jason Garrett is not the difference maker.
We need a new line.
I'm not disputing that. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm trying to be in the mind of Jerry Jones, okay? Because, see, this is what Jerry Jones wants.
Leadership is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having
want
said
some
that,
glory holes.
I want me some glory hole.
So
I have that perspective.
So he's got that perspective. I'm just listen. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm going through and I'm just trying to give you my thought process that I think Jerry Jones is having right now. Because I don't think Jerry Jones is just going to go ahead and fire Mike McCarthy unless he looks at it and says, this is the guy that I want. We know Sean Payton has a house in Dallas. We know he's worked with Jerry Jones. He likes being with Jerry Jones and the Jones family and the Dallas Cowboys. The problem for Jerry pulling this off, I think, would be Will McClay and Stephen Jones. Because what would happen with Sean Payton is, much like Trucker's Life. What's up? Trucker's Life up there cooking the gourmet meals in his truck. Man, shout out to my man. Check out his YouTube channel, man. But I think it shouldn't be Trucker's Life, though. I think it needs to be like something with cooking. Truckers, chef truckers, or cooking with chef trucker. I don't. You need chef in there, and you need food because see, I'm on a diet now, and I'm thinking about food. So when I see stuff, I see Trucker's Life. I'm thinking about actually just driving the truck. You know what I'm saying? Trucker's Life. Got my arm out the window. I'm listening to some music and stuff. I see the road. That doesn't let people know that you are a gourmet chef that happens to be cooking in your truck. So it needs to be something with food in it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not one to try and tell anybody what to do, but just like I love wheat. No, it's not I love wheat. It was Dirt Nasty. See, Dirt Nasty doesn't fit. You got to be Dirty Nasty. Okay? Why you're dirt. You're just like nasty. You're like unclean dirt. That's what that is. See, but if you say I'm dirty and nasty, it's like, ooh, he a dirty, nasty motherfucker. Okay? So you understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I digress. There's a problem here. I want you to understand something here. Because if you like this tonight, okay, because I know some of y'all like,
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I know what you're thinking about me. But see, here's the thing. Started doing keto again. I actually started in the process like Saturday, backing away from all the normal stuff. I think I'm getting close to hitting that. Because what happens to me when I get into ketosis, when I get into keto, is I get all this energy and I get hyper. I'm serious. And I feel that way right now. I don't know that I'm in ketosis, but I'm just saying, just stand back and just let me do my thing. Okay. Online strips, exactly, Patrick. Online strips, no clothing. It's like either you're going to strip, which means you have clothes on and you're taking them off, or you're naked. It's not both. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. All right. Back to Jerry Jones. If you deem that Mike McCarthy is a babbling idiot and he just got lucky to win one by happenstance with Aaron Rodgers, because when you think about it, they have like 30 years of 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in that franchise, nonstop. Think about that. And yet they only have 2 Super Bowl wins. Doesn't that bother anybody out there? Brett Favre, Hall of Famer. We know Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Hall of Famer. They went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. No skipping a beat. Yet they only got 2 Super Bowls.
Troy Aikman has 3.
Well, that's Troy Aikman, true. So you look at that and say, wow, maybe he should have won more. How did he not win more with that? With that team that they had, because we saw them in Dallas, because they won that Super Bowl in Dallas.
Well, that's obvious.
And how sick is it that Mike McCarthy has won more playoff games coaching other teams in Dallas than he has as the coach of the Cowboys?
Well, Green Bay.
Anybody, does that have a problem with anybody else?
Green Bays are kryptonite. We all know that. They are kryptonite.
So
Always have been.
The little birdie was saying to me that Jerry Jones is infatuated with the idea. But I think the problem will be is Will McClay likes that president of scouting or head of scouting. And Stephen Jones likes being able to put himself in there as well. And I think Sean Payton is going to be like Bill Parcells. If I'm going to cook the meal, I need to shop for the groceries.
It has to be a happy medium.
And, and I can understand that too, because, a lot of times I would say, like, hey, when Aisha was here or someone else would say, Tracy, I'm in the middle of cooking something and say, hey, can you pick me up, blah, 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 blah. And when you come back, it's like you got everything but what I need, or it's not the right kind. So there's a thing about buying your own groceries. So I don't know if that dynamic will work. And here's the thing that makes me question, because we got Des Bryant in the news. Trucker's Life. I picked Trucker's Life because I already have Truckers. You already have Truckers what? I didn't know you had another women. Because I have Trucker's Life tattooed on my arm, but y'all, I'm making garlic teriyaki shrimp over mashed potatoes. See, that's the thing. See, what I think, and I don't mean to disrespect Trucker's Life, but I think of Trucker's Life, I don't think about teriyaki shrimp over mashed potatoes. And see, that's the trick. That's the trick. That's the hook that you got to get to reel them in. Reel them in, See, like on my new channel, here's how I reel them in. On my cooking channel, I got the pan of Jobu's wings, and they got plenty of sauce. So you look at it and say, oh my God, look at those wings. And see that, somebody sees that, let me stop by and look at them wings. You know what I'm saying? But, just trying to help. Mike, you're 100%. Will McClay is an unsung hero. I have to agree with you 100%. Alan's like, damn, now I'm hungry. God hates the Eagles. Y'all throw snowballs at a Saint. Yeah, don't even bring up the Eagles. Apparently people have been telling me that me and Michael are famous because of our post rant after the 49ers on Snapchat.
Well, we weren't
What the hell is Snapchat? I don't even, what is Snapchat? I'm too old to understand. Look, it's hard enough for me to learn YouTube.
Snapchat is where, like, you put a message up there and after someone reads it, it goes away.
Well, then how are we trending on Snapchat?
Who's the one that put it on there? Probably Philly 500.
I mean,
I know.
Snapchat, that sounds like some bow chicka bow. I mean, if it goes up and disappears, what the hell is that?
I mean, I watch the NFL on there when they have certain things on there.
Bring back Marco Colombo and Kitna. Yo, Mark, I need them Jobu wings in my life, man. I'm going to have to kind of make them ketos. I'm going to have to do. No more breading them and deep frying. I'm going to have to do them a little differently. I love weed, too. His food is easy to prepare and fire-lit. Trucker's Life. Joe Flacco won a ring. Was he elite? Oh, hell no. Here's how crazy it is. I was trying to explain to people that
Ray Lewis.
Right, but Trent
Ray
Dilfer.
Lewis was
But I'm saying Trent Dilfer. I was like, by some of the definitions, they were like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, he got a ring. It's like, yeah, but so did Trent Dilfer. Well, he's elite. I'm like, dude.
The defense won that
Playoff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ravens.
I'm like, dude.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Thank you.
Twice.
You can't say that Jim McMahon was elite. He had the 85 Bear defense. He was a bus driver. And quite frankly, and people will get mad, Russell Wilson, when they won the Super Bowl, he was a bus driver.
The second one, if they would have won that too, but
had they not relied on Russell Wilson.
No, if they would have given it to Marshawn Lynch, but they didn't want him to get the MVP. That's why they didn't give it to Marshawn Lynch.
Trip aces, and you know what? You know who else I'll say had the playoffs of their lives twice? Was Eli Manning. If you take away the 2 Super Bowls and look at Eli Manning's career, you'll look at it and say it lasted a long time. But there was nothing special about Eli Manning except for those 2 playoff runs. And I have to give him credit. I have to give him credit.
Be an undefeated team.
Right, you beat an undefeated team, but quite frankly, other than that, your resume is kind of bad.
That's why he's going to go to the Hall of Fame, because of his dad, brother, and that awesome playoff win.
It's Troy Daniels. Are you in here, Troy? Brother Troy, are you here? So sorry I'm late, y'all. What's up, Alan Williams? California dreaming. Mahomes, Brady, that's Prescott. Okay. We overpaid for Dak Perry. Okay, well, Griffin.
I don't think we overpaid for him.
So $17 million for this year is overpaid? Kirk Cousins, is like $43 million next year, right?
They might cut ties with him. Unless they restructure his deal.
I mean, Ryan Tannehill and Dak Prescott are getting about the same amount of money on the cap. Everyone's saying that Holmes had 13 seconds, but they didn't realize he needed was a field goal, not a touchdown. Yeah, and he didn't get molested at all.
Well, neither one of those quarterbacks got molested. Neither one of them did.
Sugar Daddy. Okay, so what I was going to show, because I wanted to actually ask my man, Troy. So I was working in the workshop here. You can see Michael Anthony there, although the camera's not real. Let me adjust the camera here. This is broadcast media where the host has to also be the cameraman, the lighting, set director, as well as everything else. Okay. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Can you see it now? Okay. Almost. There we go. All right. So, I am learning how to use the machine. And this is where I need Troy Daniels. Troy Daniels. I got my CNC machine, okay? And I'm learning how to use it. And I found out you young people won't understand this because you don't really do photography. Back in the day, when you took pictures, you actually had to go to a photomat, okay? Or you had to develop yourself. You get a can that would come out your camera, and inside it would have what's called a negative. They put it through all the chemicals and everything else, and they have that, and then they would use that to print the pictures. It wasn't snap a picture and I can look and I can, no. You took your pictures, you took the roll, you had to wait to see how they came out because a lot of times half of them were blurry. So it was called a negative. So when I did this, that first one, which is blue, I love the blue. I should have done the other one in blue. It's a negative as opposed to being the positive. So if it was a negative, they would go through and print and it becomes the opposite. So you can see the difference of the first one, the very first one that I made versus the second. The second one you can see Roger Staubach and you can see Tom Landry, right? Let me show you again. You can see that, right? But the first one is a negative, which is different. But it's the very first project that I made on my CNC machine. So I don't know if that makes it more valuable if one day I become famous because it's the original piece. So I needed to ask Troy Daniels if he wants that original piece or make him another one like that. But I don't see Troy here. How can you do that?
Well, let me know before I send it tomorrow.
Nice.
I need to know before.
You can't touch talent. Mahomes is extremely talented. But you know, Eric, see, Eric, I agree. Mahomes is talented. Mahomes, I'm not going to dispute that he's talented. But you know what? If you looked at some of the early play this season with Mahomes, he wasn't very good in some of those games. His defense actually carried him the first half of the season because the offensive line wasn't playing good. He had injuries out there. He looked really bad in some games. And that happens with players. That not every game is going to be perfect. Because, see, here's the problem for Cowboy fans is we get micromanaged by ESPN because all the talk they have is about the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. Did you see Ryan Tannehill's game? Before that game, we had people saying, man, we should go get Ryan Tannehill. Why didn't we get Ryan Tannehill? We had, when Baltimore had their backup quarterback, what is his name? Oh, God, I can't remember his name. Huh? Yeah, Humphreys. He played one game. Man, we should let Dak walk and go get that guy. It's like he had one game in his life. What, are you kidding me?
Good.
Forever Runway. How should I feel about the Bengals, 95 and Colts? But see, the thing is teams rise and fall. It's a natural cycle. It's hard to stay on top, and this is going to be the problem for the Cowboys because you can already see people it's like chum in the water. the Sharks are trying to steal off Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore. You know, you're going to see some people that are going to try and take some of the players that we have, right? I know you're right. Oh, I didn't even say Philadelphia, and here he is. Damn it.
Isn't that something? We get rid of Awuzie, and he's in the championship round of the playoffs with the Bengals. It seems like when we get
Wait, hold it. D. Winston, Giants won 2 lucky Super Bowls, but the Eagles went to 2 Super Bowls and won 1 more playoff game than the Giants consistently. Okay, well, guess what? We've won 4 more Super Bowls than you did. Okay? And if you're talking about that Super Bowl, you know, your other Super Bowls, I remember was what, 1981? And I think 2004? You kicking your shit way back there, buddy. Because I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, Philadelphia, I was at 2, personally, at 2 of your Super Bowls. I witnessed 2 of them. And in the first one that I witnessed, I remember Donovan McNabb tossing his McNuggets on the field. I think Van Der Esch goes.
And the other thing, too.
I think Van Der Esch is gone. I think Connor Williams is gone, without a doubt. And either Tyron Smith or Lyle Collins, one of the others is going to go. And like you said, maybe in both.
The other thing,
Eric
too,
Bro, just go be a Chiefs fan.
See, the other thing, too, that people don't realize is the NFC East.
Well, it can't be Dak, Kellen, and McCarthy to blame. Somebody is legit. Whenever one, you send, keep the other for the man cave. I mean, I could always make it. Here's the thing: I could always make another one. That's not a problem.
I mean,
I got the machine. I mean, all I got to do is put varnish the wood. You know, just cut a piece of wood, a 1x12, cut it 18 inches. Slap 3 coats of varnish on it, put some plastic, and let the machine do the rest. It's not a problem for me to make one. The question is, which one does Troy Daniels want? I'm sticking with that. So what's funny is, let's think about this for a second. Okay, and if Ramalama, he hasn't shown up, I'm surprised. I have to apologize to Matthew Stafford because Matthew Stafford had a great game. I don't want to do it.
It's not Matthew Stafford.
I don't want to do it. Well, he had a great team around him.
No, it's the coach.
He's still a garbage quarterback, but I have to give him credit because they're in the NFC Championship game.
I give his coach credit.
Well, you got that right, too.
Because he's been to a Super Bowl with a garbage quarterback who's in the line with the Lions.
But see, you just made my point. He just made my point right
coaching.
There. Because he went from going through the Lions with garbage team and garbage coaching to a guy who really knows how to coach to your strengths and to game plan. Forever runway. How many records we breaking if we make the Super Bowl again and win it? Oh, my God. They will literally print money.
Take the money out!
Seriously. If the Cowboys were to go. I personally believe that there's a vendetta against the Cowboys. That the owners literally are still pissed off about Jerry Jones making his own deals and everything else, that they don't want Jerry Jones to win games. They understand he's a necessary evil because he's made them billions of dollars too.
Yeah, because he's the first one to get.
But there's a vendetta against him. But Stafford, at least, when you looked at him and say, okay, he is better with better coaching and players around him.
Look at Goff.
Well, Jared Goff.
He never was good to begin with.
Right.
And then he goes to the Lions and stinks up the joint, just like Matthew Stafford did with the Lions.
How does the future look for the Chiefs for the next 10 years? Well, it depends on a lot of factors. I mean, if you can keep the team together and so on. The thing is we always think, here's the thing, we always think that a team is going to be great. I remember when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Do you remember what they were saying? Oh, the Eagles, man, they've got the best coach in football. They've got a great quarterback situation because they've got Nick Foles and Carson Wentz, who was an MVP candidate, and they're set for the next 10 years. And you saw what happened. They went down the toilet. And now they're rebuilding. So there's always this whole thing that we believe. We see a team and say, oh, they're going to be great. But take a look in recent history, with the exception of the New England Patriots from Denver. They went there. They won the Super Bowl against Carolina, right? Slowly crashed and burned. You look at Atlanta from the time they were at the Super Bowl against them. The next year. Slowly died. Carolina, who was 15-1, Cam Newton, they slid down the hill. You can look at almost every single one of those teams except for New England and see that they hit the peak and then they start going downhill. And this is the problem that we have to fight for the Cowboys because we don't go to playoffs in recent history back-to-back years. And nobody, Mark Hutchin, I'm sure Leighton Vander will be going, who do we have as a skill set? They'll probably end up re-signing Keanu O'Neal and looking at drafting somebody. So shout out on that one.
Take the money out, all of it.
Montana Bengals going to the Super Bowl. You know how kind of people are, Mark? They think money is is powerful. They mad because Jerry Jones got a black man. Okay. All right. Dak isn't the future. If I had $1 for every time somebody said Dak isn't the future.
Jerry Jones thinks he is. He thinks he can win a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott.
Mark, how could you try to change the narrative on me and ignore me? Philadelphia, you know what, Philadelphia? How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight, Philadelphia? Are you feeling good? Sitting on the couch with us? Guess what you get tonight, man?
Bye, Felicia.
What's wrong with Cox? Why wasn't he used more? Lola, Cowboys are annoying. Oh, Lola, Cowboys, he's annoying. Laugh out loud. Gina Fax. Dak chokes like Romo did. Oh, okay. So, to be clear, if Dak had just played better, then we won the game. We would have won the game, regardless of the 14 penalties, regardless of the running backs not running, regardless of the offensive line not blocking. Is that your take?
You only played one quarter in that game. One good quarter.
If this weekend didn't prove to you that it's a team sport, then I don't know what will. I just don't know what will because you saw Tampa Bay, the GOAT, go down. You saw Aaron Rodgers go down. And you say that they're great quarterbacks. If that's the case, then why did they lose? Johnny Lopez. Do you know where Tony Romo was in his 6th year in the NFL?
Wasn't he just starting?
Yeah, he was.
His first or second year?
Do you know where Payton Manning was in his 6th year? He hadn't won the Super Bowl yet. Dak is decent quarterback, but he has some things he still has to work on. You know, but who said that he was done getting better?
Well, if you got Sean Payton, then Dak Prescott will be on the next level.
I mean, his first year, I think he had 25 touchdown passes. This year he's got 37.
Look how much
10
better,
interceptions.
Look how much better Winston got before he got injured.
That's not improvement? I mean, unlike Carson Wentz, what did Carson have, 22 touchdowns? How many touchdowns did Carson Wentz have?
No. I remember, too, he fell flat on his face, too. At the end of that game, too. Fell flat on his face when he missed out on the playoffs.
What was Carson Wentz's numbers this year? How many touchdown passes he had? 27 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions, and choked in the win and get in playoff game.
We had almost the same amount of guys on our team get a touchdown, at least one this season.
Yeah.
Almost the same amount.
So, looking at Carson Wentz, now he did improve over last year, but last year was awful.
Yeah, but he fell flat on his face.
Where he was 16 TDs and 15 interceptions.
Fell flat on his face.
But right now, you can look at it and say the Colts aren't sure that he's the guy that they want to keep there. But it's cool.
And he gave up a number 1 for him.
Eric. Lack Prescott. Oh my God. Eric, you's a funny mother humper, man. Eric, guess what? You know what? You can go someplace else, buddy.
You're out. Don't you do it. Don't you. I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go.
I don't understand why some of you fools come in. I mean, you know I'm a Dak Prescott fan. You know I'm going to stand up in here. You want to come in and act. I guess you're just looking for attention. What happened? What happened? Your mama didn't give you enough attention when you were a baby. Is that what happened? Sean Heatherly. Which officiating crew throws the most flags in the Cowboys, Mark? Are they always flag happy? Hockey's son is definitely one of them. I mean, seriously.
Whoever the crew was for the for Thanksgiving, they're the ones that throw a lot. And one or two of those guys were at the game last week.
Mark, please give me a. Are you not entertained? Okay, there you go.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Joe Feedman screwed up the O-line for the playoffs. The offensive line was not good. And, you know, I'm sorry.
It wasn't consistent all year.
The offensive line, after week 7, from that point on, was never the same.
After Lyle Collins came back, that's when it wasn't consistent. Because before Lyle Collins was suspended,
you think CD is a little – CD's had quite a few drops.
He dropped
from the time him and Dak Prescott had that headbutt, it seemed like things went downhill.
It was at the Atlanta game.
Yeah.
Atlanta game, he got at least one touchdown.
Oh, man, it's after 10 o'clock. We got to do a drawing.
He hasn't got a touchdown since.
Okay, so are we giving away one of these or are we giving away a cutting board? Because, see, I need to talk to Troy. See, Troy, you messed me up tonight.
Well, so you want me to wait to send that?
No, I tell you what. Since Troy's not here, we're going to send him that one.
It has a name on it. So.
I would disagree about Dak's best year was his rookie year. His rookie year was great because Zeke Elliott was running for about another 600 yards.
No. That's when the line was actually good.
And the offensive line was good.
Still had that good line from when Tony Romo was playing.
They should have played Cooper more. Jimmy G is not a super accurate. Okay, but Byron, did you see the pressure that they put on? So you're saying that their defense, you compare their defense to what our defense did. Are you going to say that it's the same thing? Trucker's life. Well, we can't. He's already got a cutting board. So Truckers, I'm going to have to figure out what he can put into the truck, though. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. He has wall space and stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You guys direct line.
Kano fam. What's up, Kano fam?
Take the money out!
Okay.
All of it!
We'll figure it out.
Jimmy G does bare minimum. Nobody says a thing. Dak out there. Yeah. See, and here's what's funny. Channel, what?
I love weed.
I love weed became, oh, man. Pass the Dutchie from the left. Pass the Dutchie from the left. Pass the Dutchie from the left. We know you got plenty to pass, don't you? Because you love weed there. Shout out to you for becoming a channel member. We got 2 new channel members tonight. Make sure you go to the community tab. We got a bunch of different posts in there, but there's one with the link that's only members. Membership has its privileges. Go there, click on that. It'll take you to our Thrive site. My lovely wife will put a foot in my ass.
Oh, that's Trucker's Life. He said, "What Trucker's Life's on here?"
Well, what do you want? A Trucker's Life, what you want, man? I mean, like the
we could do.
I can do the print like this,
or
the print if you want the print.
Or
I was gonna give away a cutting board, but you already got a cutting board. So,
or if you want something else, you can. Do
I mean, maybe we could do something like do like Trucker's Life, and have something to hang from his window or something. Cut out something like that. Do something. Do something fancy.
Well, see what he wants.
If he's got a tattoo of Trucker's Life, see what it looks like and see if we can get a picture of it.
Send it to us and we could do it on the CNC machine.
That's what I'm saying. We can do something special for his truck.
That's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
If it's a tattoo, we can do something with that on the CNC machine.
I'm a pro. No, actually, no. I don't like weed a whole lot. I'll be honest with you. Because here's my problem with whenever I guess weed.
Yeah, but the oils.
Well, okay, no, I'm just like he's saying I'm a professional blunt roller. He's like he's trying to insinuate that I get high. I don't get high.
The oils from it is good for you, but I don't.
My problem with it is I have a lot of things, a lot of voices that are constantly in my head all day, all night. And so I might be talking to you guys, but I'm also thinking about something like in the workshop or I got a million things that are going on, and I like that because I don't have enough time to do everything. But when I actually have some of the Mary Jane, then it's kind of like I only hear one voice. And it's like, I'm like, where is everybody? Where is everybody? Because it's like, it's too quiet. It just doesn't work for me. Philadelphia, are you asking who put you in timeout? Somebody put you in timeout, Philadelphia? I don't know. Who put you in timeout? Who put Philadelphia in timeout? Oh, I know who put you in timeout. I did, and I just did again. How about that? And you get a timeout.
Bye, Felicia.
Isn't this fun, Philadelphia? Isn't this fun? Oh, I love you, dog. Come on back. We're just having game. We're just having game. Spaced out like me. Okay, weed is good, slows down time and makes you think. No, see, but see, I can only think about one thing. I'm used to thinking about 4 or 5 things. Okay, I just can't.
I use the oils; they're good for you. Now that's legal in our state.
I used to love weed too. Oh, Ava Hargood, or no, Huggood. I can't pronounce it. Shout out to you becoming a channel member. And I believe you're one of the ladies. Parker's Life said he'll send us a picture of his cat. Perfect. We can just we can take that and we can see what we can do with it.
Yeah, we can.
Maybe we do him another cutting board and put that in it.
I mean, we could use, we take the image.
Then he's got a backup because if he does chicken and things, you don't want to use that one with vegetables. You should have 2 cutting boards.
But we can manipulate the tattoo to make it, so it's just the letters or whatever.
Gina C, girl, I'm on a roll with these haters. Haters can get it. Oh, the haters can get it? Okay. Why are you blocking people? Because we telling you the truth about Dak? Jonathan, are you new here? Jonathan? Wait, where did Jonathan go? How you doing tonight, Jonathan? You know why I can do that? Because it's my channel. Guess what? You get a timeout too. How about that one? Okay.
Bye, Felicia.
Y'all fancy.
Brian Henson, Mark, don't put Philadelphia on timeout. I like his troll game. That's why I'm watching your live chat. Yeah, I really just do it for fun because it's fun. Mark is not a Cowboy fan. He's a Dak fanboy and nothing more. Andrew, welcome to my house. How are you doing tonight? So, since I'm just a fanboy, you know what? You can get the fuck out of my house. How about that one? Boom. Have a nice day.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
How about that one? Okay? Come to my house and insult me. Mark Hutton, shout out to you. I think O'Neal will end up going anywhere Dan Quinn goes. NFL is a copycat league. It is too tough to copy the Chiefs playbook. Can CD play Tariq Hill role? I'm not sure he can. He's got to stop the dropsies, too.
Yeah, because that's a problem.
I'm in love with Mary Jane. That's my main thing. Yeah, I know you love that Mary Jane. I mean, they can't get their hands. Oh, get these hands. I got you. I love weed. Mark and Michael Anthony Fitness. Love you, bro. We need a culture change in Dallas. You know what we need in Dallas? This is my take. Okay? I think we need accountability. I think we need accountability because, and I don't know if this is because Jerry Jones has been the, you pass the coach and all that and go to Jerry because he's had his certain pets. But see, you have to be accountable for mistakes that you make. What's that?
But he does run it like a mom and pop business.
He does.
And he admits that too.
But see, to me, when these guys mess up consistently, everybody makes mistakes. It's not so much the mistakes as it is the cover-up. But when they constantly make the same penalty flags, and I know we got the officials that are against us, but you can look at them and say they are legitimate calls. They're just more lax on other teams. They're not going to let you get away with anything. When you get Randy Gregory tackling a guy, when you get constantly offsides and holding and all these penalties over and over again, there has to be accountability for your actions. Now, it seemed like Jerry Jones was trying to hold Amari Cooper accountable for, the season that he had and about the COVID and everything else. But see, it's got to be consistent to understand that, yes, you're the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you play in the greatest stadium in the world. Yes, everybody loves you. But that doesn't mean shit once you come through the door. That you got to perform and that the standards need to be up here because it seems like it's okay. We the Cowboys. All we got to do is show up. The fact that you had players coming in that were nervous, as you put it, either that was a bullshit statement to try and protect your ass and you didn't realize it was going to backfire on it, or it was a way of you trying to push blame on somebody else because they weren't prepared. And that's where you have to be accountable as well, Mike McCarthy. Cowboys up north, we need an offensive coordinator with experience that can change. And see, the thing with Kellen Moore will probably get better with more experience and things. But you have some people that when the bright lights come on and you get under pressure is when things go wrong. I think Jason Garrett was truly one of those guys. You could see he was cool under pressure during the regular season. But when it became, this is it, it seemed like he just didn't have the nerve to hold it. So that's my problem is I think they need to be more accountable players-wise and understand that just because you're wearing that star doesn't mean you've earned anything. You're not entitled to be, America's team. You are not one of these guys yet. And until you are, you don't get that respect, or you shouldn't. And that's my own personal thing. Theben is trash. Lonely Catman, I can't disagree with that. The Chef, hey, Mark, Giants fan, but I really enjoy y'all videos and perspective. Really, thank you. Should more fans interact? I'm a chef tailgating next year. Oh, the Chef, man. Well, I'll tell you what, Chef. Here's my email address. And I don't know if you're up in New York or stuff. Maybe if this COVID thing isn't so bad and it's not like the end of the season, maybe we can come up and do a tailgate together there in New York and stuff. I'm hoping that next year things will look a lot different and we will go and do like an NFL tour. Hell, I might even get crazy enough to go to Philadelphia. What? You don't want to go to Philly and tailgate?
I heard stories from people.
Well, look, it can't be any worse than that stadium falling down.
They say stay away from that stadium. It's that bad. No. There is a Cowboys fan right now sitting in jail for murder because two Eagle fans jumped his son because he was a Cowboys fan. And he went out to protect his son that accidentally stabbed the dude and got murdered.
Well, damn.
For defending his son. That's how bad Eagle fans are that are from Philly.
Well, I figure, I don't know. Again, I have it on my bucket list. I have it on my bucket list.
I do too, but it's just like if I just go and take a picture from the stadium, I might count that as being at the stadium.
Oh no, I've been in the stadium. I've been all the way down during training camp. It was not during the season. I've been in the training facilities. Jobu's been in the training facilities.
Not during the season. Their fans are crazy.
Jason, I'm with you too. I won't be entertained until we win the Super Bowl.
I won't either. I might not even watch next season.
All right, we've been on here quite a bit. We've taken up a lot of time here on YouTube. It's actually, we've been in overtime. Do you have anything else to add there? Anything to say to your boo? Gina C. Before we got on, he was saying, damn, Gina. I was like, what you talking about? He's just, damn, Gina. With a gleam in his eye. Y'all don't scare me? Oh, I wasn't trying to scare you. I was just talking about your man. Anyway, it is time for me to get ready to get up on out of here. Couple things. I do have that other channel, Cooking and Tailgating with Jobu. I am doing keto again. Anybody out there wanting to learn something about keto, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a chef or anything like that. I'm just sharing my journey as well as my regular cooking stuff. So if you want to know how I do the big sub and the chicken wings and all that stuff, I'll be uploading each one of those videos a day on there, as well as what I'm doing with keto. So, you know, we can definitely check that out, and we can support each other through our journey of trying to get healthier, because the Dallas Cowboys are definitely trying to kill me. And I have to, we have 3 new channel members. I know a lot of you channel members have sent pictures, and I've got to get them off of the site and get them added to our shots video here, and I will get that done. And is there anything else, Mike? Oh, and we will be, I know a lot of people have expressed, we're going to be doing more things with CNC machine. I'm still learning how to use it. But in the next couple of days, we'll start adding some stuff onto the website. A lot of people have been talking about wanting to get the butcher blocks and cutting boards and so on and stuff. We'll have those on there. Like I said, I'm still learning how to do it and how we're going to get those together. So I think that's it.
Well, the carving part.
The carving part, I don't think the epoxy is going to work on there. I from what I did on the other ones.
No, I'm saying the carving. I think we got that.
Unless the only way that works is if I fill the stuff in with the color and then just go white over the whole thing. I mean clear.
But the thing
but
is,
I don't think it's going to work.
I'm just saying we got the carving almost down packed.
Yeah.
Doing the shapes. If we want to get something cut or something, we have to learn how to do that.
Damn, you don't have to have common sense to put this clip on. What clip on? I need a picture with my shot glass. Yeah, so again, if you are a channel member and you're on the Thrive site, just go ahead and email in a picture with you with your shot glass, your rack, or your Joe Barty, so we can get you added. In the meantime, get your shot glass ready. I was just going to say, it's Cowboys.
Well,
Actually, what we need to do is get one of this kid get breathe like, and he's throwing his stuff and his hair's flying all over the place. Shout out to all you good people, and I appreciate all the support and everything else. And tomorrow I got to go down the country, take care of a little issue with the rental property and stuff, but I'll be on the road, of course, keeping you up to speed with everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. So with that being said, it's time to turn out the lights. This party's over.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.